What's going on, guys? Lars here. Today we're here with Jesus. And what did you do, Jesus?
Oh my God, 9th place, one game away from top 8 again. But yeah, I got 9th place with Dragon Link, official Dragon Link.
Okay, man. So yeah, you finished 9th place, unfortunately, but there were still other X2s that made top 8, so it just came down to tiebreakers. But nonetheless, it was still a great job, man.
Yeah,
you beat 3 cash players, right?
Yeah, my matchups were actually insane. Even judges came out to me at the end like saying congratulations, because some people saw what the hell I went through hell. I played 3 cash, 1 Rika, 1 trap trick, 1 rescue ace. I said that again. Basically, the only 2 matchups where the business were relevant was Mathmech and 1 Vanadium. That's it.
Okay.
And against everything else, it was just like super rough. But I had to like play out of my mind to even get a top cut spot. But yeah.
Okay, perfect. So let's get into this, man.
Yeah. For starters, 3 black metal. 2 safer, weird. I love this card, but I feel like just loses to draw a little harder. The 1 black, red MD. 3 Lubellion, 3 Mag, 1 Druiz, 1 Sarnier. Wanted to play the minimal line, because I don't think Bissos are that great. As you can see from my matchups, I'm glad I played minimal, because they were dead against like 6 of my matchups. 2 Recharger. This card is Monster Reborn. This card is also a hand trap. It came up twice, where I drew the second one, and my opponent Kaiju'd Borland. And then when they outed Savage, I discarded this from my hand to target Savage, reborn another Dark, and I reborn back Borland, and it won me 2 games that way. So I think this is really good for the grind. Again, it's Monster Reborn, for those who don't know, whenever a Dark monster from the extra deck gets killed. So I recommend it, it's really good.
What do you think of the tune they're rocking, Monster?
I don't play it. 1 black, 1 white, 1 chaos, Legionnaire, standard. 3 quick launch, no chaos space, that card sucks. Just kidding, 3 chaos space.
I was gonna say.
And pseudo chaos space, also really good card.
Okay.
I played Branded Beast today in the side. I cut it from the main. I was always going for Regan anyway. Plays better around Nib, and you always get most of the time you're drawing 2. So I value that a little more than the pop. And then the 2 field spells. That's it for like the engine, non-engine. I don't really like this card, but I feel like you have to play it because cash purely. I'm not the biggest fan of books, but yeah, you have to play them. 3 Ash. Another card I really don't like. I've always talked crap about this card. And funny enough, it's the only card hand trap I played at 3, because I played OCG ratios today. I played 2 Imperm, 2 Nib, and 2 Veiler. And I liked it a lot. It worked out for me really well. The reason for Veiler is because, like I said, I play regain. I go for like a regain strategy. So throughout the tournament, I was drawing during my opponent's turn on my turn, and drawing into this was like way better than drawing into like something that I couldn't use during my opponent's turn. It actually came up. Like I regained, drew into a Veiler against Vanadium, and I was able to stop a monster effect, and it was like super broken. You would think that I 3-0'd Cash because of this card, because of Book of Eclipse. I didn't even see it against Cash. To be honest, it was this card that was winning against those matchups. And funny enough, my opponent saw I was on Nib and he even played harder into it, like game 2. You would think I'm gonna play under 4 summons. No, he goes like, I'm gonna go full combo again, even harder, and it's just like ridiculous. But yeah, these cards overperformed. They were really good for me today. All right, do you want to do side or extra?
Whichever you like.
We'll do extra deck. Striker Dragon, Pisty, Romulus, Seal, a Gloomy. That's all for my link twos. Very self-explanatory. Let's put it here. Triple Burst. I promised my boy Triple Burst I'll give him a special shout out in the profile. Basically, in my last round against Rika, we were going like low into time. It was like a minute and some change. I forced him to pass with Droll. He draws me back, and I was able to link climb into this. He passed on Lily and the Rose Whip that lets you only activate 1 spell, and Triple Burst does piercing damage. So I attacked the Rose Whip, and it secured me my my top time. Like I couldn't believe it. So yeah, guys, know every effect of Triple Burst. It has like 3 effects. They could all come up. Shout outs to Triple Burst. Axis Skull Talker, Borland the Boy, Dissipator, Chaos Angel, Barone, Scarlight, and Savage. And then another reason why I tooled a lot of my cash opponents, A lot of decks play a tomb. I like Baguska more than a tomb, even though a tomb has synergy, it's like LP with your deck. I find myself having 2 4s on the field more often than I have 2 6s, even before I dark lock myself. So it actually came up in tournament. I was dying laughing. My cash opponent, my second one, he said that Safer and Tracer was fine. Because think about it, I'm under Shifter, he has a Rise Heart. He doesn't think, oh wow, if he links them away or synchros, they're gonna get banished. This is not a threat. And so he said it was fine. I make Baguska, he goes a Rise Heart, target Baguska. Little did he not know that he can't target this. And so he had to banish his field spell, and then I attack, make Zeus, wipe the board. That play only loses to Imperm, but at least you give yourself a fighting chance, you know what I'm saying? So like, I like that I had answers to the cast matchup in my extra deck and also in my main. This card was great. Also, if you play like Flu or Branded, any kind of deck like that, you can go for this in your combo. It's really, really nice. Don't regret playing it. I wouldn't probably change that. Side deck, I played 3 Kurikara. Shout out to Jimmy for lending me these. Another reason why I won against Cash. I saw this a couple times. Really, really good. 3 Draw and Logbird. Pretty solid. Barrier. Also against Cash when I went first, this plus Legionnaires and FTK against that deck. Because they keep them off a riser and then you just pop whatever they end on your follow-up. Evenly match, even though it's a Bestial deck, I like this card a lot. We don't care about anti-spell. 1 Sarnier, 1 Beast. I wanted this because going first post sighting, it just gives me a higher chance of setting up Beast Regain. And I also realized that I lost other events because on the other event I played in, I lost because I didn't have like enough like Bestials. Like I got out Bestialed, so I didn't want to like. I wanted to be better prepared for the mirror and like Branded and other matchups that involved like a Bestial war. And speaking of, this was the best card in my deck, the best card in my side, by far. Overperformed. For those people, everybody was reading this card every time I placed it with Lubellion. I prioritized the post sighting. Basically what this card does, for those who don't know, this is a Tude of the Branded. This card is basically pseudo macro Cosmo. Whenever your opponent tries to fusion, link, synchro, anything that's not an XD summon, the materials get banished. And then the other effect that's relevant is that it lets you synchro summon during any phase, using a dragon, and everything you have is a dragon. So basically this card allowed me to play around Dark Ruler well. Like I actually got Dark Rulered in 1 game, and I used Seal to summon Safer, and I had a Druid Storm, and I made Chaos Angel during my opponent's turn. I outed 2 cards, and I protected my board from being destroyed at battle. I made Savage during the draw phase. During the battle phase to play around evenly. Like this card all tournament was great. Against Rika, it killed them. It helped me win against Rika game 2, and it gave me a chance in game 3. Against Mathmech, any deck that wasn't Cash or Purely just lost to this card. And nobody was expecting it. I will probably play moving forward, especially if Cash gets banned, it's gonna get better. And even the other decks that I didn't play in the top cut, like Salad. What was the other deck that topped? There was another deck that topped, the Lab or the Plunder one. Or any Link or any base deck. All those decks that topped that I didn't play against, this would have been great too. So I thought it was a great call. Card was fantastic. I wouldn't say anything else about it. Also, one more thing. I wanted something for the mirror, and this kills the mirror. Because Dragon Link needs to obviously utilize the graveyard. So if they link and synchro, everything's getting banished. So you're up like big when you have this card. That's all. And then do shout outs now. Shout outs to my boy Lars, because he hooked me up with these beautiful sleeves. You can get them right there, these little red eye sleeves. He also hooked it up with these Chaos Ruler sleeves. So big shout outs to him. He also lent me a Lubellion. Shout outs to all my boys that were there, that were supportive, that they came up to me, and everybody that came up to me at the regional, congratulating me. Shout outs to everybody. Shout outs to PPG, cool stuff. Shout outs to my boy Eddie, who supports me from the distance, and George, who also lent me an access code. And yeah, man, support the boy, support Lars, support his channel, doing big things. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you. And that's all.
All right, man. Thank you. Great list.
Yeah, thank you.